Okay, so God is moving you to Texas. This is like part 6 at this point. Okay, so we on Genesis chapter 12. Like I said, you could be seeing 12, 12, 122, 11, 22, 144. Okay, he is saying, okay, we were at, like, you're being called here to go through your training, because he's going to lead you. You're going to end up being a leader in some area, okay? And you're going to be a blessing you're going to be a blessing. People are going to receive blessings from you and through you, through your voice, through your contribution to the world. Okay, he's positioning you in a position where you're going to be known. Okay, people are going to come to you. People are going to be coming to you for guidance. People are going to be coming to you. And whoever, when you go to this place, when you go to Texas, he has support already there. He has support already there for you. And anybody who treats you wrong, they will be cursed. Anybody who treats you well, they will be blessed. He said, I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. Okay? Child, I'm high. I gotta open back up the door. It get hot in here. Whew. So it says, so Abram went as the Lord had told him. He was obedient. He went, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old. Okay. He took his wife, his nephew Lot, and all the possessions they had accumulated and the people they had acquired in Haran, and they set out for the land of Canaan, and they arrived there. So some of you guys are about to go. You're embarking on a journey now, or you have arrived there. You might have just arrived to Texas, and you're now like, what next? Okay. So he's going to lead you. If you're going out, he's telling you you're going to take your things. You may not be taking everything. Some of you guys, he's calling to take everything. Some he's telling you you're only going to pack light and leave some stuff behind. You're only taking those in your household, like your kids, your wife, and like any kids, any people that you're caregivers for. So it might not be your exact kids, but if you're a caregiver, like you have siblings or elder parents or something that they actively need your care taken every day, those are probably going to be the people that come with you. Okay. You're going to pack up that stuff and you're going to be going. You're going to be moving to Texas. So it says, Abram traveled through the land as far as the site of the great tree of Moreh at Shechem. At that time, the Canaanites were in the land. So he's going to, some of you guys are going to be moving to Austin. Some of you guys might be moving to San Antonio. Some of you guys might be moving to Dallas. Some of you guys might be moving to Houston. I know Dallas is a pivotal point. But like I said, for some of you guys, you are actually in the military. So y'all might be at those military sites on like the border or something. But it says, at that time, the Canaanites were in the land. The Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your offspring, I will give this land. That was the promise. This land that you're now in, your offspring will get this. And I was just about this. I think I had just said, I was about to say, like, some of you guys might be having children here. Like, you might get pregnant here, start new life here. Everybody's not settling here. Some people will, and you will inherit this land. You will inherit this land. Your kids will now be here. This is your new hometown. You're planting the new roots for generations to come. The future generations, they're not going to be born in your hometown. Their new hometown is going to be the state of Texas. That's where they're from. That's where they now come from. And that's the land that they will inherit, because God is going to make you plentiful in this place. Okay? And like I said, everybody's is different. Some of y'all, he's making you plentiful in spirit. Okay? Some of you, it's physical. That's your place where you're going to settle. Some of y'all not settling physically, but you're settling your spirit. He's fixing certain things about your spirit here to equip you to handle the blessing that he's going to give you that might be somewhere else once he finished refining you in Texas. Okay? And reason why I keep saying that is because initially, okay, we're not even going to get there. Okay. And the reason why I say this is because if we go up to chapter 11, verse 31 to 32, initially before God called Abram, Abram's dad, Terah, they were already on, like, Terah was about to lead all of them to Canaan, but they ended up stopping in Haran, and he lost his son. He lost Lot's dad there. So I don't know if he stayed there and settled there, because it says that Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from Ur of Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. But the thing that stood out was they settled there. But they wasn't supposed to settle there, because that's not the land that God was giving to them. So initially, God had Abram's father being responsible for getting him to the land of Canaan that he was supposed to inherit. But see, his father didn't make it all the way through. And this is the thing why you can't listen to people, and why you have to be solely connected to God yourself. You cannot be relying on prophetic words, pastors, and everybody in the days to come and through this assignment that he's giving you. You got to know how to lean completely on him. I think I was going over this in like maybe part 1 or part something. That's why go watch all the parts, because I was saying that the times that's coming in the world, you're not going to have nobody to lean on but the Lord. Okay? Because if you put your destiny in somebody else's hand, they have the ability to stop you if they settle. If they choose to let their faith wither and they don't want to move forward in the mission, they choose to settle in a place that they wasn't supposed to settle in, they're never going to inherit the promises of God. So if Abram would have stayed in that same city where his dad settled at when they were supposed to be going to Canaan, but he settled in the land of Haran, which is named after their son that he lost, his son that he lost. And that don't even matter. Okay. At least not yet. But if Abraham had settled there, he would have never made it to the promised land. That's why even though they was in that land that they settled in, God still called him there. So sometimes you're in places where you think that that's where you're supposed to be, but then you realize, like, this ain't it. You still feeling like I'm not fulfilled. There's something still missing. So you're in your, and if you stay there, that means you're settling. So whether that be the relationship, whether that be the location, if it's someplace you know your spirit don't vibe with no more, you know this environment is no longer conducive to your growth. It's like stunting your growth. It's not helping you. It's bringing toxicity to you. It's depleting you. You know you've outgrown that place. And just because you know people there or you've gotten comfortable there doesn't mean you're supposed to settle there. That was just a pit stop. Now you got some rest, you got some juice, you got enough experience that you done learned in this place. Now it's off to the next location. That is how it's going to be for some of you. And this is why God had to now make the call to Abram, because Terah, he settled in the old place. But God wasn't going to use his father to lead him into the new. His father had to get left behind and all of that, and then he was able to walk into the new. And it's like it took for his father to die for him to be able to walk into something new. And for many of y'all, that's the same case. It's like y'all don't want to make moves in y'all life until certain other people are coming with you. Like you're afraid to do things by yourself. And God is saying, no. If you continue to wait on other people, you will never get what I have for you. All you need is me. All you need is me. That's what he's telling you in this hour. And that's what this season of going into Texas, into the wilderness is about. It's focusing on depending solely on God and less on humanity, less on the world, less on worldly things, less dependency on your job and more dependency on him, less dependency on these relationships of people you think you need to live and survive and sustain and grow out here, and more on him. Okay? That's what he is saying. Okay, so the rest of it is just talking about his the different journeys. From there he went towards the hills of East Bethlehem. So he was just moving around to different places, and it was all God ordering his steps, even though for some it might look like confusion. That's why some of y'all been living here, there, like, and other people on the outside looking in, they like, this person is crazy. What are you doing? God would never do that. But no. These people know religion. They don't know relationship. They don't know what it's like to be on site and on go for God. When God say go, he mean that. They don't know what it's like to really be in obedience to God. They more in obedience to their pastors, their bosses, than they is to God. And that's a problem. And that's why he's separating you from them, because he don't want you to be more dependent on those worldly things like they are. He's separating you away from the people like that. Okay? So I hope y'all got something out of this word. And if anything else need to come about, we'll talk about it in the next word. But get ready to go. Y'all got this, okay?